I'm Mo.
And I'm Co.
We bought our first house together as newlyweds.
It's a fixer-upper.
Big time. Muscle.
Everything needs to be redone.
From the foundation to the roof.
And we invite you to join us through the entire renovation process.
This is the site now.
From the beginning all the way to the end.
Now they have started their journey making this house their masterpiece. This is all new frame. This is all fresh wood. Mo, what y'all doing, man?
This is Mo & Co Reno.
Now they are pouring the concrete in the backyard.
Yes.
The guys are moving around trying to make sure to get it in all the right spots.
Right, before it sets.
Yeah. There's a pretty lengthy process for pouring concrete because after you pour it, you gotta wait till it stiffens up a bit and then they have to smooth it out.
We wanted it perfect, so.
It got into the night and I had to break out some of my cinema lights. It was so dark back there. And they said, "Oh, Marcos, this is bueno."
They probably wanted to go out and buy some for their other projects.
So the heat helped, and I forgot what time we got out of there. Maybe midnight.
Yeah, they worked late that night.
100 for today, the overtime.
So then when you came over and you saw, that was the first time you had been there.
Yeah, this is our first time here since she's been born. So she's been here before, but she was in the womb. And this is my first time here in about a month and a half. So a lot of progress has been made, and it's looking really good, especially the concrete here. This is all new for me. The concrete was cured, and I think I had maybe the same reaction that you did, and that was I walked into that area and I went, this is really big.
Right.
It was an outdoor patio area, and just walking over to that area, it was kind of like, wow, like this is bigger.
Right. Yeah.
Those wheels started to turn a little bit.
We had the deck built, and the guys were struggling trying to get all that lumber up to the backyard because we have no access to the backyard from the driveway. You have to go into the house to get up there. But carrying these big old 6x12 beams, they carrying it and they lifting it up and trying to find ways to hoist it up there, but no. No bueno. No puede. They finally got it up there and they're building this thing. After we get the deck built, I'm standing down there like, this is a lot of space.
Very big. Yeah. Again, it just keeps coming up like, wow, this is a really big space. And so you think about it and you think, do you leave that area out in the open, exposed, knowing that you're not going to use it that often? Or
add value to the house.
Add more space to the house.
Right.
Another area for us to have, whatever we want to have.
Game room.
Right. Maybe a potential second area for our guests.
Maybe.
So if we have more than one person in from out of town.
Hey, don't get any ideas.
They all have their own space, so they're not on top of each other. And so ultimately, we decided to go ahead and enclose that area.
Before they could build, they said we had to have a 24-inch footing around the whole space. Now, we just poured a whole bunch of concrete. And some of the areas are, like where the posts are 3 feet deep. We're not about to
dig it all up.
Right, no. And it was unnecessary because these weren't load-bearing walls. But we did dig up. We went down like 18 inches under the old cement, and where it was new, we just built up. We put a 6-inch curb all around the perimeter of the space.
really, they built that part pretty quickly.
Yeah, a day or two.
Yeah.
And so one of the doors that I was going to get was for the theater, but they had to build it quick because now it's going to be for the exterior of the new room.
Yes.
And so they didn't have to install it and then move it.
Right.
And so that's
Yeah,
good.
exactly. So in the end, it did save us what we would have had to do if he had come up with that idea a little bit later in the process.
Well, you know, I tried it.
Wow. It's very big. Very, very big. Looks good. It looks very good. We have a few windows over here, so we'll be able to see into our small little yard over there. We opted to enclose it because we thought we're not really outdoorsy people, so it makes more sense to us to have more indoor living space. But it looks very good. I think our decision was a good one. Do you think so, Camille? She said yes.
What you talking about, Willis?
When we get it further along, you should bring our neighbor up here so then he can see how he's blocking our view.
Now we got a new order of concrete blocks. Our hill is so steep. They drove the truck towards the bottom of the hill, got their forklift out, and they're actually driving the forklift up the hill and leaving the truck down. It was pretty interesting. And so we got all these blocks and concrete to build our fence in the front. There's one built, but I don't want the staggered look. I want it like the tops like to be even, so straight across.
Straight across,
so
even though the sidewalk is going down.
Right. So they're building it up so it's level, and so that was at least 100 blocks.
Yeah.
It's exciting to see them build that fence up.
Yes.
Yeah. And so
Because it's starting to look more like what he designed.
what I designed, which you will see one day. Can't give it all away now, you know. One of the exciting things you're excited about, they start cutting and jackhammering
Yes.
the steps going along the driveway. You know, I designed it for them, laid it out, and then so they came and they did the framing. And so, next thing, pouring the concrete. So they're pouring the concrete now, mixing it up.
I was looking forward to that for a while because especially while pregnant, trying to walk up that steep driveway with this little one in my belly, that was very challenging. So I was looking forward to those steps being added for quite some time.
And for grandma.
Oh yes,
She gonna be
grandmas
saying-
both.
Yeah, she gonna be like, this too steep.
I'm not going over there.
So hopefully grandma appreciates what we've done there.
Yes, both grandmas.
Right, both grandmas.
I can't tell you how excited. I've never been that excited to walk up some stairs before. I just wanted the concrete to hurry up and dry so I could just tiptoe myself up the stairs. It was so much easier, and they looked amazing. So, job well done.
Good. We are now getting our new life decks around the house.
Yes.
Life deck is basically a cementitious deck mixed with some acrylic so that no water comes in. They put in the metal down. And then they're gonna put the cement mix. And then after that, they'll put like a texture and then the color. But we want to wait on that because we still got stucco in to do, and we don't want to
Right.
make it all pretty and then it gets messed up.
With the stucco. And then also the color selection is difficult. We don't know what color the stucco is going to be, so it's
Right.
kind of hard to know what color the decking should
Right.
be.
So we're gonna just get halfway through and then call the guys at Job Roofing to come back and finish it out. Those guys, they're pretty good. They did our
Yeah.
roof. They're doing our deck.
Eso es todo.
Okay. Gracias.
So we'll have nice secure fencing. I know those grandmothers are probably
Oh yeah.
freaking out at the height
Yeah,
of
we have no
everything.
rails yet. But we got to take care of all the waterproofing and
Yes.
keep all that weather out of the
Yes.
equation. During the big pour in the backyard, I wanted to get the family handprints. But it was too much going on to have everybody come and try to do it then.
Yeah.
Because you see how restless she is now. And it was cold and it was a lot of chaos and it was pretty dangerous. So
Exactly.
I had the guys leave a 12 by 12 inch space.
Yes.
And so they left that space, and then today we put our hands into the concrete.
Yes.
Now that was challenging with
Yes,
this one.
trying to get her hand to stay open.
But
she wanted to squeeze the concrete.
The whole time, she's it's like, open your hands.
Exactly.
I told my wife we need to trace her hand first. She said no, she'll do it. You saw the problem. But anyway, we got the handprints done, and it's just our mark on our house.
Yes.
If you'd like to stay updated, subscribe to us on YouTube.